All right, Nikki. Nikki, where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Rialto, California, San Bernardino area.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your mom and dad.
My mom and dad, are iron workers. Or my stepdad, my dad, he's a truck driver.
How was your childhood with them?
How's what?
How was your childhood with them?
It was good. Yeah, I have a good upcoming with my parents, my father too. It's mainly me, my mom, my stepdad, and my little brother.
So no rough spots in your childhood? Pretty smooth. What kind of teenager were you?
I was a good teenager. I didn't really get into trouble. I had strict parents, so they don't play that whole disrespectful shit or nothing like that. I was raised right.
But you found this line of work.
Yeah.
At what age?
I started dancing at like 19? No, 20.
Mm-hmm.
20, about to be 21.
How old are you now?
27 next month, actually.
26. And this line of work came up why? Do you have kids or anything like that? No kids.
Got nieces and nephews, that's all I need.
You just like the easy money, the fast money.
Mm-hmm. They got me out of my parents' house, so yeah.
Were there things you wanted to do with your life? Any other careers that you were?
Mm-hmm. I'm actually working towards my career choice right now. I start school in September. I'm about to do real estate.
Oh, good for you.
And when that gets going, I'm going to open up my businesses.
And drop this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just a temporary thing to get me to where I need to get to a little bit faster.
Is it what are the upsides and downsides of this lifestyle? The hours are unusual, right?
Yeah, that's the downside, like sleep-wise. But, I sleep in the daytime. The only bad thing about that is, like, when you have to do stuff, get stuff done, it's the time that you're usually asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, like, the only downside. The good side, of course, is the money. You meet a whole bunch of people. It takes that one person you meet, and you could change your whole life type shit. But, yeah, it's not, I don't really have a lot of downsides because nothing crazy has really happened to me. I don't get myself into fucked up situations, though. I go with my gut instinct all the time.
There's a lot of opportunities for that.
Yeah.
In this lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how many years? 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
How have the 6 years you've been doing this changed your view of men?
As far as men, I definitely don't do relationships no more, but definitely, how do I explain that? It just put my guard up with men. I know what I want and I know what I don't want. Right now, though, I'm not looking for nothing like that.
Because a lot of the guys are in the club are probably married, they have girlfriends.
Yeah, but I'm not a homewrecker, so I'm just there to do my job. That's it.
Do you make money going in the back rooms as well?
Yeah, but I don't do extras. Nah, I don't really have to.
What kind of money do you make a night? On a good night?
Honestly, it's different every day. One day you can make 2 bands, the next day you can make $2, the next day you can make $0. It just depends on who's in there, who comes in or not.
What does this work do to you emotionally? How has your self-worth, self-esteem been affected by it?
My self-esteem has always been high. Dancing did bring my confidence up, though, for sure. I used to be a little insecure about certain shit about my body, but now I don't care. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing about me.
What does your family think of it?
They support it. Well, not like fully support, but, they pray for me and everything. So I'm able to help out my family whenever they need it, so.
Financially?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. That's nice. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers. One passed away last year, and I have my little brother.
Do you think you're getting addicted to the fast money, though?
No.
No? You're going to be able to put it down?
I don't believe in addiction and shit like that. I can stop anything whenever I want to.
When a guy comes into the club, what do you look at? You look at his shoes, you look at his watch, you look at...
I don't look at nothing. Shoot, it could be a guy that come in that look homeless that don't have bands in his wallet. You can't judge a book by its cover in the club. You never know. So shoot. Yeah, I don't look at materialistic shit. Cause you never know. Like I said, it could be a smoker and he could have $100,000 in his wallet or something.
Do you put on a show when these guys come in, or do they get to see the real you?
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, like, you probably have to be charming with every guy that comes in.
Oh, I'd be myself. Yeah, the same way I'm talking to you would be the same way I talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have to change. I don't change myself or how I am to make money. I just stay myself. And myself, like how I am, I'm always a bubbly person, a fun person. Mm-hmm. Now, unless you come into the club and you're like irritated or something and you're showing us attitude, then okay, you know, be a little upset, like, why are you in here?
Have you had guys that have come in and really changed your life, at least temporarily? You became regulars or just supported you a little more?
Oh yeah, I have a regular now. He's seen me since I first started dancing, and he always comes in to see me. But
some of these guys will drop a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do Google searches for my own name, and I was always really disturbed what I'd find. Seeing my personal information out there for anyone to grab, it's just uncomfortable. That's why I've started using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura not only shows me which data brokers are peddling my info, but also takes action by sending opt-out requests on my behalf. Data brokers are making a fortune by selling our personal information to anyone willing to pay for it. It's not just harmless information and marketing stuff. They're selling everything from your email, home address, to your health records, even details about your relatives. Cleaning up my digital footprint isn't just avoiding scam emails. It's about protecting myself from potential hackers who could exploit that information and wreak havoc on my life. And recently, AT&T revealed that over 73 million customer records of both existing and former customers were released onto the dark web. They recommend those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. Well, Aura does all of this for me. And best of all, I don't have to download several different apps just because a company couldn't keep my data secure. If my info was compromised in the AT&T data breach, I wouldn't worry because Aura is always on, always doing the hard work of keeping me safe. From antivirus protection to VPN and password management, Aura's got it all covered. It's like having a digital security guard on duty 24/7. I'm too busy to deal with this stuff, but with Aura, I can go about my day knowing that my privacy is being safeguarded, leaving me free to focus on what really matters. So if you value your privacy as much as I do, go to aura.com/softwhiteunderbelly to start your 14-day free trial. The link is in the video description box below. And now back to the video.
Yeah.
You got a story or two?
Yeah. I was dancing at the library in, which one was it? In Anaheim. It was a day that...
There's a club called the Library?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I have to explain it every time. I mean, it kind of helps for the guys, I guess. They tell their wives they're going to the library.
Yeah,
I don't see how it helps because you're going to the library at nighttime, but yeah. It was one time at a club. It was like, I think it was like, 8 girls, including me, and we all made over $2K.
Really?
And that was all off of a baseball team that came in. I think it was the Angels. 'Cause it was in Anaheim. Which stadium is it?
The Angels played down there.
Yeah,
There's probably a team from out of town that was spending the money, though. I would think.
And I don't know. All I know is that they must have won or something because they were all in a very good mood. That's what we like, good mood, good energy in a club.
And they have money to spend, too.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a lonely lifestyle for you?
The what?
Is it a lonely lifestyle for you?
No, not at all. I'm a very friendly person, so I make friends everywhere I go.
Yeah, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what you're doing as... You know, some of the girls look at it as you're just helping. It's almost like you're a therapist. You're helping the guys deal with whatever they're going through.
Honestly, I do get a lot of guys that come into the club just to talk about, what they're going through. So yeah, we're like a little bit of everything, to be honest.
I mean, but some women could see what you're doing. If they were forced to do it, or if they did it, they would see themselves as a piece of meat. Whereas other women have this different attitude where it's like, no, I'm just helping guys deal with their problems.
I feel like it just depends on how you feel about yourself. If you're like hella confident in it and you're not gonna let anybody bring that bad side out of you or anything, it's gonna be, I don't want to say peaches and creams because there is downsides to dancing, but most of the times, like, it's chill. And I feel like if you come into a club as a dancer and you're just like in a shitty mood all the time, you don't need to be dancing. Because with dancing, you gotta be in a good mood.
Yeah, but a lot of the girls have drug problems or they have other problems that they're.
Well, yeah, shit, that's different. I don't associate myself with that part, but.
But you see it sometimes, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we say we leave our feelings at the door. So anything that you're going through, you have to leave that shit outside of the club. Because once you come in the club, the manager's going to tell you, okay, smiles, happy thoughts, good vibes. And if they see that you're, like, not in a good mood or something, they'll either tell you to go in the locker room or go home. Because imagine you're going to a strip club, you about to spend hella money, and you get a girl that's just, with a shitty attitude. You're not going to want to be there, or you're going to be upset and not enjoy the strip club.
Do you get propositions from the men that are in the clubs?
Like
they want to meet you outside the club? They want you to...
Yeah, but I don't trust that. It's too much shit going on these days with girls doing that. Girls losing their life, getting killed, raped. I'm not doing that.
It's a crazy job you got.
Yeah, it could be. Like I said, it could be crazy only if you put yourself in those type of situations.
Yeah, you sound like you've got a good head on your shoulders, so you stay clear of the trouble.
Yeah, I've never been the type to be into drama. None of that. If I ever am in drama, it's because it was brought to me. But either way, I'm still like, I got too much shit to do to be worried about drama. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm not in high school no more. I'm not about to do all that.
Do you think you've changed at all from your years doing this?
Oh, yeah.
In what ways?
Well, my confidence, for one. I feel like my mindset is definitely a lot better than when I started. Of course, when I started, I was kind of younger, so... It changed my view of money, like on how to like save up and shit. I learned very fast that you lose it as quick as you make it. So when I first started dancing, I'm not gonna lie, I had a spending problem. I was buying all the shit that I wanted that I couldn't get before, and then
it's a common story.
Yeah, and like after a couple of years, I was like, oh shit, like. Oh yeah, I gotta get out of mom's house. Shit's getting serious now. So I started having to pay bills and shit. So then,
because a lot of sex workers can make really solid money, but the problem is so few of them seem to be able to hang on to it.
Because they get stuck into that lifestyle.
Yeah.
The mindset of fast money, easy money. Yeah, it's fast and easy, but you could lose it as fast as you make it.
If you could work in a club and have the attitude you need to make that fast money, but then be a square when you leave and handle your money.
That's the hard part.
That'd be a lethal combination. What advice would you give to a girl who's thinking about doing this kind of work?
My advice, mainly, never go off by what the next girl says about the club. Like, some girls will say, like, oh, yeah, this club is slow or this club is good, da-da-da. It's always going to be different it depends on the girl. Like, just like how outside of the club with relationships, every guy has a type. When they go into the club, they have a type. You might not be their type, or you might, So you just got to go in and experience it yourself. Don't go based off of what other people say. because I've done that before. Some girls would tell me, like, oh, yeah, this club is so slow. I don't make no money. And I went in there and I tried it, and I made money every time I went in there. I know a lot of girls, they be looking on YouTube videos to see what you have to do when you go into a club. You don't have to do all that. You just gotta go in the club, audition, have fun, pretty much. You're getting paid to drink and party, pretty much. Just like what you do outside of the club with your friends and stuff, you're basically doing it in a club, but just getting paid. So, just go
If you have the right attitude, you know how to present yourself, you can do really well.
The right attitude and a good one. Never go in saying, oh, what if I don't make this, or what if I don't make this amount? Don't have that mindset. Go in thinking that you're gonna make $1,000. Think that you're gonna make $1 million. You have to have that good mindset.
But it also helps that you have this solid head on your shoulders, where you're not your typical girl who's just like, oh, I got $1,000 in my pocket, I'm gonna go blow it. And you realize that there's a smarter way to
invest,
navigate this lifestyle. And you're saving money? Good for you.
Gots to.
Nicky, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
Not needing a man. I used to think that a lot. But like I said, dancing got me very confident and made me very independent. So, yeah, I think that's the best lesson. The one that I really, really cherish, because I used to think that I would always need a man.
To support you and all that?
Yeah.
And now you're making pretty solid money. All right, Nicky, thank you so much for sharing your story.
You're very welcome.
I wish you lots of luck
Thank you.
with whatever you do. Real estate sounds great.